Welcome to the University of Skyrim. Do take your seats. In today's lesson, we're going to get you started with crafting, because along with all that dragon slaying and bandit slaying and necromancer slaying, you are going to need stuff to eat, stuff to drink, stuff to wear, and stuff to slay more dragons, bandits, and necromancers with. That's where crafting comes in, because you can't just steal everything. Well, alright, you can steal a lot, but you shouldn't, because crafting is excellent fun and even a nice occasional respite from hacking up monsters and torching wolves. And there's plenty of it to do in Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. You can concoct potions with alchemy, you can create armour and weapons with leather tanning and smithing, then infuse them with magic with a spot of enchantment, and you can whip up tasty restorative dishes with cooking. In University of Skyrim Crafting 101, we're here to give you the skinny on each. There will be a test. First up, alchemy. You'll find alchemy components for making potions all over the place in Skyrim. There are butterflies to catch and wildflowers to pick, like the manly Dovahkiin you are. Also, mushrooms, bugs, herbs and the like will come in handy in the alchemy lab, and you can pick up the odd item from vendors too. Next, you'll need that alchemy lab. It's a mystical looking small workbench with mystical looking glassware on. The first you'll encounter will probably be here, in the tavern in Riverwood. Now, each ingredient has 4 unknown properties. To discover these mysterious and potentially life-threatening effects, make like any responsible alchemist and just eat the stuff. It might dissolve your insides, but it's all in the spirit of scientific investigation, eh? Those uncovered properties will give you a clue as to what mixes with what to make which kind of potion. Ingredients variously restore health, confer frost resistance, fortify your conjuration magic, and the rest. At the lab, you're invited to mix 2 or 3 items together and see what you get. Feel free to experiment. For guaranteed results though, you can make your first potion with a bit of wheat and blisterwort, both of which you can buy from the tavern keeper, if you haven't stumbled across any on a dungeon crawl. And here you'll see us rustle up a damage magicka regen potion, like so. Also in Riverwood, you'll find this dude, Alvor the blacksmith. He's going to show you the ropes in tanning and smithing. Have a word with him when you get into town. He'll probably be at the blacksmith's, funnily enough, and he'll walk you through basic leather and metalworking. Under his artisan's gaze, you'll turn hide into leather on the nearby tanning rack, craft an iron dagger and hide helmet in the forge, then temper the former on the grindstone and the latter on the workbench. You'll need animal skins to create leather, of course, and ingots of metal to forge weapons, armour and jewellery. In the end though, a blade can only be sharpened so far. If you're looking for something extra, something special, an edge for your edge, if you will, then it's time to turn to magic, specifically enchantment. With enchantment, you mix an item of gear with a spritz of magic. For that, you'll need a stupid, non-magical item, bleh, look at this thing, an enchantment type, and a soul gem to power it. To learn an enchantment such as frost damage, you can destroy, that is, disenchant, another magical item, and you'll find soul gems of varying degrees of power scattered about in dungeons, for instance. When you hit up an enchanting station, an arcane enchanter, you'll combine item, enchantment and soul gem, and then you use this slider here to choose your balance of power and longevity. Soul gems are depleted with use, and for more powerful effects you'll get shorter lived soul gems. Also, you get to name your fancy new gear. Keep it clean. Oh, who are we kidding? Finally, there's cooking, because you can't murder dragons with an empty belly. Unlike with alchemy, your dragonborn already knows a bunch of cooking recipes. You can check these out by getting your hands on a cooking pot at a fire. Look for these in homes and in taverns. In Riverwood, there's one in the shop. Cooking ingredients, vegetables, meat, herbs and the rest aren't hard to come by. Vegetables in particular, no one seems to mind you just harvesting from the earth. And in Ralof's house in the starting town of Riverwood, there are pheasants, rabbits, garlic, cheese, you know, all the good stuff. The Nords know not the meaning of low-sodium diet. The one thing nearly all recipes require is salt, so keep a good supply of salt piles in your inventory, or I guess face the prospect of super bland victuals. Cooking produces soups, stews and fondues that help you regenerate health and stamina. So yeah, bon appetit, Dovahkiin. And that was your University of Skyrim Crafting 101. May your sword be sharp, your armour magical and your stew properly salted.